think this is a valid complaint because it's just a game mode you choose not to play. It's like I kind of like it honestly. Only reason I say I kind of like it is it forces you, if you want to get exposed to different like characters and fight different characters as your character you're playing as, it forces you to do that. You know, it's like in I'm sure this is not a good example, but it's like in League of Legends when you have like you get your main character banned out, and you have to play another character. That character gets banned out, you have to play another character. Like it forces you to have to choose another character to get good at, you know. And I don't have a problem with this game mode actually.
And for the whole game. There's also a whole storyline and lore that they'd invested a massive amount of effort and money into. There's even this lore dump star map with loads of planets.
That's crazy.
But no one cares because the characters suck and it's a multiplayer game with no campaign. And finally, it's like the 5th best 5v5 shooter on the market. And it's $40 more than everything else. You also need a PSN subscription to play, and it's not even free on PS Plus.
Dude, how's it not free on PS Plus?
Besides all of that, there's a major problem here. There's only 697 people playing the game. Almost 3,000 played the beta, meaning more than half of them had just ditched. The 7-year-old Friday the 13th is also getting 10 times the players. This is a game without dedicated servers. Concord is an online-only, competitive multiplayer FPS. That means it relies heavily on a big, healthy player base.
I will say, I will give it credit to some extent. I think that to some extent there's like the sunk cost fallacy. It's like if you pay $100 million for the studio and they're halfway through, like at some point you just gotta let them, you know, like go all the way because they already sunk $100 million into that, you know.
Decided to stick a PSN account requirement on, blocking the game in 180 countries. Nice one. Most other big budget AAA games also go on a media blitz before release. But Concord, not so much.
I never knew about Concord.
Revealing the game just a couple of months before launch, a few paid streams here, some character videos there, and they called it a day. And by launch, somehow, no one had even heard of the game.
Me neither. I haven't. I feel like I'm pretty updated.
That it cost $40 and presumably went to play literally any other game in the genre for a 100% discount. While the game got zero attention pre-launch, after launch, it's everywhere. The memes are plentiful. The characters are so hated.
Why would they give her Thugnificent's hair?
I love this guy. He is my favorite reviewer. Again, don't agree with his opinions all the time, but that's the beauty of it, is that he will make a video, have opinion I disagree with, and the next one I agree with him. And I'm like, dude, something about that where he's such a funny dude. Dude, I've probably watched every single one of his videos over the past like 4 months.
Haircut.
People online start
excluding
making
like
their
2
own
weeks.
far better renditions. This designer even spends an hour breaking down
I watched
how
that
bad
video.
they are.
Before and after, it felt impossible to try to salvage these designs.
Also, the reviews are in. 20% recommended on OpenCritic, 1.7 out of 10 user reviews on Metacritic. Eurogamer calls it an arena shooter by ChatGPT. After a few days, it was clear. The game was underperforming. In fact, an article comes out claiming the game sold a grand total of around 25,000 copies. That's about $1 million.
Huh.
A whopping 0.25% return. Nice.
Nice.
The devs go ahead and take down the LGBT and political...
Really? I'm surprised they had that as a tag. Is that a tag? I feel like it is. Dude, I'm surprised they had that as a tag. Because I feel like it's pretty obvious that the last thing you want to do as a game or as any like thing online is be political. And I'm just so surprised that they just put that straight up on there.
User tags from the Steam page, but this does little to aid the situation. Things are going abysmally, but Firehawk isn't done just yet. Turns out, people were complaining about the game online, so they boot up Twitter and start typing. The game was a labor of love. Criticize it, and you're a weird, talentless freak. But this doesn't go down well.
Wait.
Criticize it, and you're a weird talent.
Just why it says cope, like The guy's icon right there.
This freak. But this doesn't go down well either. With the horrific player count, alongside the barrage of memes online, it was obvious. The game had to go free to play.
They didn't do
There
it.
was no other option.
They never did it.
But then, on the 3rd of September, Firewalk comes out with a statement. Gents, it's been fantastic. But despite the support and the passionate community that has grown around the game, we're pulling the plug. The game is going offline in 3 days' time, while we explore options to bring it back. They also offer refunds to every single person that bought the game, regardless of playtime. It's not just digital copies either. Sony is actually refunding every physical copy too. And now retailers aren't even letting people buy the game.
They wouldn't let me check out, even though they had this on the shelves and on the floor.
It's probably gonna be around for a year.
Wow.
No, it's not.
That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
Wait, what is that? His voice? Dude, I don't like his voice. I thought he would be like that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, the blue guy.
In mid-September, Concord's game director steps down, while some of the 150 odd developers at Firewalk try pitching Sony on other ideas. Some think they'll be used as a support studio, others fear a wave of layoffs.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
even the whole studio being canned.
No, it'd be
Also,
impossible.
Concord's Amazon episode is staying in and is due to air this December.
Oh, okay, I want to see it.
But regardless,
What day is
on
it?
the 6th of September, we bid farewell.
Yeah.
12 days after launch, and the servers go down worldwide. 8 years, an alleged $400 million. Gone in the blink of an eye. Yep, they shut down.
So, they did not end up keeping Concord as like a support studio. Very valid reasons why. Which is that, you know, I feel like everybody could figure this out. Which is that you don't want a company that literally costs you $200 million and have their ideas or the way they do things infect the other studios. Now, granted, Destiny and all them, they're not doing too hot either. But, you know, you gotta try to salvage what's good, and sometimes there's nothing good salvageable.